Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ellie and I'm a mom of two and under, and today we're going to be talking about diaper rash because we just got over a bout of diaper rash about, I don't know, a week or two ago, which means we're probably due for another round of diaper rash in another 2 or 3 weeks. So one thing I have to mention is diaper rash is normal for kids. If your kid does not have diaper rash, congratulations to you. But if they do have diaper rash, it does not mean that you're doing something wrong. Um, it just means that your baby's skin is a little bit sensitive, which is totally normal, especially for a baby. Diaper rash has a lot of different causes. It can be that maybe your kid's poop is too acidic. Maybe you're traveling, or maybe they have tight clothes on, or maybe there's 100 different reasons why, or maybe their diaper is the wrong size, or maybe it's the wrong brand of diaper and the diaper is irritating their skin. There could be so many different reasons for the diaper rash. The typical things for how to avoid diaper rash would be frequent changes, loose fitting clothes, keep things clean and dry. I use diaper cream or some kind of barrier cream at night or whenever I know that the baby is going to not be, or my baby is not going to be changed for a while. Typically that's at night, unless we're on like some really crazy long car ride, or maybe a plane ride, or just somewhere where I would not want to be changing them all the time. Then I would be doing a diaper cream. But of course, if they poop, who cares? If there's diaper cream on them, I'm going to be changing them. Now, that being said as well, I don't wipe for pee. I use the diaper to wipe. I don't use an actual wipe.
I believe this was recommended by my pediatrician, and it would have been recommended because my older daughter had really bad diaper rash to the point where I had to take her to the doctor when she was about 9 or 10 months old, and there were several recommendations made, so I can't remember if this was specifically by my pediatrician or if it was something else I had read, but I had read, at least during diaper rash, not to wipe for pee, and that is specifically so that you're not irritating the skin more, because it could make the diaper rash worse. Also, I choose to not do it during times where we don't have diaper rash because I want the skin to stay dry. So I use the diaper to clean the area as best I can on a dry part of the diaper, and then I just wait until she has pooped to actually clean, or wait until bath time, which is every night for my younger one.
And that can help reduce the amount of friction. What if your baby does end up with diaper rash? Well, it's inevitable, one. And two, there's lots of ways to go about combating it. Of course, frequent changes, making sure they're clean and dry, just like you would to avoid it, you're going to keep doing that. With that, I use diaper cream every time I wipe their bum. So every time there's poop, I will wipe their bum, I will make sure it's dry, and then put diaper cream on it. Oh yeah, that's a huge thing. Make sure when you put the diaper cream on that baby is dry. Otherwise, you're trapping all the moisture right next to the skin, and it actually makes it worse. It makes your diaper rash worse. So be careful. But it's also a reason why I do not use wipes for pee. We use baking soda baths. We put a ton of baking soda in the bath. Beware though, it does kind of mess with your baby's hair and skin. It kind of dries out the skin a little bit, and it kind of makes the hair a little bit of a weird texture when you're trying to wash baby's hair with and rinse it out with baking soda water. So I usually use water from the tap to rinse out my baby's hair whenever I have her in a baking soda bath.
Milk baths are another really big one where you can use, well, you can use regular breast milk that you would normally feed your baby, but you can also use milk that is technically quote unquote bad. And that could be milk that has not been finished from the bottle, or maybe you left it out after pumping and forgot to put it away before the 4 hours that you are supposed to allow it out. It really just depends, and there's still good things that breast milk has. So it does help with dry skin pretty significantly, actually, from my experience. And then it can help with diaper rash a little bit. So if your baby has eczema, a milk bath might be a better idea than a baking soda bath. But if the diaper rash is bad, baking soda is probably the better route from my experience.
A lot of people say soap and water for every diaper change. We don't typically do that. You can do a bath or like sit them in a baking soda water every time they poop as well. That has helped us in the past. Also, you can have them go diaperless for a little while, preferably when they first woken up, because it is less likely that they will pee. But I did, when our older daughter was having issues, I did just like put a tarp in a little gated area, like underneath a gated area, and then it was easy to clean up whenever she did have a little bit of a pee, and I never had issues with her pooping outside of her diaper. With my younger daughter, I took her outside one time when she had diaper rash and tried to let it kind of air out and get some sun, because sun will also help with that. Okay, I did forget one kind of major point. I did mention earlier in the video that I felt I needed to take my daughter to the doctor when she had diaper rash bad enough. So let me go over what doctors say are reasons for you to take your child to the doctor for diaper rash specifically, or what appears to be diaper rash, because we'll get into it. The first thing would be open sores or blisters. Basically, these first three things I'm going to mention are indicators of infection. And if the diaper rash is bad enough, it's more likely to get an infection. And if that's the case, then your baby is going to need a little bit of help to get over that infection. Usually with some antibiotic or a steroid cream sometimes will help. Open sores and blisters would be number one. Number two would be a fever is a telltale sign of an infection of some kind. Usually it's viral with a fever, but it can be bacterial too. The third would be oozing specifically, but also bleeding. Bleeding is not necessarily a sign of infection, but oozing, like pussy stuff, would be a sign of infection. You don't want that. The fourth thing would be if it spreads further than the diaper area, specifically on the arms or face. It would mean there's an underlying condition and the diaper rash was just like the first sign of it. It could be some kind of skin condition. The last thing, number five, would be it doesn't improve, it persists, or it gets worse in 2 to 3 days after you noticing it and starting to do some of the home remedies that we talked about. If you have angry diaper rash, you probably need to go to the doctor. Remember, if you feel like something is wrong, your instinct is usually correct. If you feel strongly about something and your doctor dismisses it, go to another doctor, get a second opinion, because honestly, the instincts that parents and even grandparents sometimes have are so important for the benefit of the kids. So don't discredit yourself. Don't let anybody else discredit you. Your instincts are just fine, I promise. And there are times, even for diaper rash, that you should take your kid to the doctor. That's pretty much all that I've got for you today as far as diaper rash goes. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, check out this one. It is all about bagging your milk and trying to make sure that you have the least amount of waste. Also, make sure to like the video if any of the tips and tricks were helpful to you, and make sure that you subscribe if you are a new mom. Leave a comment for other video ideas that you might want to see from me. But yeah, check that one out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!